Davidson Wildcat Football Coaches Show, sitting alongside the new offensive coordinator for the Davidson Wildcats, Coach Mike LaFleur. Coach, thanks for being here today. First, we were talking before. You come from a football family. Your father was a football coach. Your brother, if I'm not mistaken, is the quarterbacks coach for the Redskins. But talk to us a little bit about football being in your blood and growing up in the game.
From day one, it was football. It was coaching. Obviously, like you said, my brother. That's kind of the more well-known right now. My dad actually coached at Central Michigan for 23 years. Played there. Kind of got it started within myself and my brother, who is he's 7 years older than me. And but really, it's all across my family. My grandpa was a high school football coach, a head coach in Michigan in the Kalamazoo area for 25 years. My mom, she was a competitive cheer coach for 17 years at the high school that I went to, Mount Pleasant High School, and I joke with everyone every day that the best coach in my family is by far my mom. There's no question about it. So I grew up in it. I loved it. I learned about it daily and what coaching can do for you, and that's kind of why I got in it.
Coach, we appreciate it. Let's talk a little bit about your last job. If I'm not mistaken, it was your first offensive coordinator position, and you turned around that offense. But just tell us a little bit about that.
I got to St. Joe 3 years ago, and my head coach at Elmer's, Coach Tim Lester, who's now at Syracuse, he was the head coach at St. Joe for a year. Still was very good friends with the head coach at St. Joe, Lou Esposito, and they took a chance on me early. I was fresh out of college. I was 22. They brought me down as a full-time coach right away. There was some change in the program right away. Lou Esposito took a job at Western Michigan, and then our offensive line coach got promoted. And so I was a coordinator from day one as the pass game coordinator. AJ took off to Western Michigan the next year, and then my best friend got the job at St. Joe, Corey Sanders, and that's really where I became the full-time offensive coordinator and kind of changed, a little bit of our attitude around there and how we went about things within a football program. And it was, I joke, it was kind of learning through the fire. I mean, it was, I was on the phone nightly with my brother. It was a great resource for me because I knew if I called at 3 a.m. I was going to get an answer, So I don't know if you're ever ready at that age, but, I knew I was going to work my butt off and make sure that we were going to be successful and do whatever I had to do to make sure that happened. So,
Coach, you had mentioned that change in attitude. Now, coming into Davidson, some could argue we struggled a little bit offensively last year. What can we expect from a philosophical standpoint for the offense moving forward for this program?
I've told every single one of our offensive guys over the last few weeks, just getting to know them, that all I'm looking for is dudes that are confident and dudes that are tough. And, I hear Coach Browning, who, for me it's such a privilege to be able to work with someone who's been so successful as he has. And, I hear him talking about changing an attitude, changing a culture, and that is such up my alley, and it's such up Coach Nichols' alley. That's why I came here, because he is so invested in this program. And I think that's what we got to do from day one on. And what we have done is we're looking for guys that are confident, looking for guys that are tough, and everything else will take care of itself. And that's the way I look at it. I don't have a set scheme or anything like that. I work to what our guys can do. And the more guys that are bought in and are tough and have that attitude that we are going to get it done, it'll be pretty special for us. And I know we'll get that done.
Coach, we appreciate it. You had alluded a little bit to the fact of the energy, and I feel, this is the fifth interview or so that I've conducted. The energy has so far been contagious. What do you expect out of Coach Nichols this year? How do you expect that working relationship to be and where this program's headed?
He's unbelievable. He drinks about 5 Red Bulls a day. I talk to my friends and family daily, and I joke that he doesn't go to sleep because when I leave, I'm here pretty late, and he leaves after me, and I get here pretty early, and he's here before me. I don't know if he goes home. He is so invested in this program, and for me, especially being a young coach and coming from a program at St. Joe where we did get it turned around, and it wasn't easy leaving there because I got so involved in the kids that were there and in their lives. But Coach Nichols is so like me as far as being organized and just working his butt off to make sure that we get this program right. And there's no question he will. It's very easy to wake up every morning and work for him because he is so energetic and so passionate about Davidson, and it rubs off on all of us coaches and players.
Coach, we appreciate it. Again, a common question I've been asking everybody. This is such an intense profession, a lot of time invested. What are you doing in your downtime?
I'd like to say I'm doing whatever my wife likes to do. So, you know, and I know all coaches say it, but, you know, we're so invested in this profession. I don't do much outside of football except for hang with my family and hang with my friends anytime I can. And usually when I'm with my family, we're talking football. You know, I go up to Washington and D.C., and, you know, I'm in the office basically all day with them watching film, and that's what I like to do. That's what I love to do, you know. And, you know, so for me, I don't have a ton of hobbies. I like to golf, but I'm not very good at it, so I don't get out there very often. But, you know, spending time with friends and family is what's important to me. And that's, you know, for Coach Nichols as well, that's what was so big was, you know, he's a huge family guy, and he wants my wife, Lauren, to be around. He wants her to know the guys on the team, and that's huge for me to have her involved in this program.
Coach, on behalf of the Davidson Gridiron Club and all the football alumni out there and all the fans and supporters of this program, I want to say good luck, welcome. Thank you very much for stopping by today.
Appreciate it.
There you go, Ryan Arnold, Davidson Football Coaches Show. An exciting season underway, and we look forward to seeing a lot of people in the stands this fall.